Hello, I'm Jane Pfeiffer, founder and president of Fieldtrip. Have you ever just struggled how to make those human stories that you're telling really resonate with the different donors? It's not about the characteristics or the age or demographics of our donors that really matter when we're thinking about writing for an audience. We should focus instead on how they think. Those attitudes are really important because every buying decision, and donating, volunteering is a buying decision, starts and ends in an emotional space. We just use rational thought to justify that emotion. Even the most, stoic donor still has an emotional phase in their making decision. So it's these attitudes that really help us create content and understand how to best connect. And so we created custom research that studied attitudes for nonprofit supporters and identified 3 different groups: empathetic supporters, skeptical supporters, and disconnected supporters. And today we're going to talk about the empathetic supporters. These are our dreamers, or dream donors, because they're likely most like us. I'm going to share just a couple points to make this a little more digestible and help you create future content and better relationships with your donors. Okay, so the first of 3 groups, empathetic supporters. Let's do it. So the attitudes vary based on 3 criteria: their motivation to give, their belief in a solution, and their views of the beneficiary. You can read that the empathetic supporter believes that it's just part of their culture. It's part of being a human. We should help others because they believe even the most complex issues can be solved, or at least progress can be made on them. And their motivation is really dependent on their views of the beneficiaries, because everyone could need help from someone else. So we're not above or below the beneficiaries of the nonprofit. We're all humans trying to find our way in this world. Now, when it comes to understanding their motivations, we need to think about that emotional storytelling. And storytelling, I kind of cringe when I hear the word because it works for this group, but other attitudes won't necessarily connect with that human story. But for our empathetic supporters, we can lean into it and really talk about the emotional connection to helping a human and telling a specific story of a person in need and how they're now in a better place. Visual content is really helpful, and so is personalized communication, making them feel connected to the cause. So here at a high level is what a story starter might look like. So first, it's the context, how our imaginary person, Maria, found herself in this situation. It was very challenging. And your donations and support helped her find a new path. We want to talk about her struggles and, relate it to the context of things we understand. How, the human need of if we fear for our safety, if we're hungry, we can't make the best decisions or even have options to make decisions. And so that plays a role in how we have to treat every human with dignity, and how that creates a new beginning for Maria and for others like her. And the invitation is really to share a positive outlook that progress is being made. Lean into the positivity and the hope that you have for the future. Now, that's the empathetic supporter and a little nugget of how best to speak with them. Thanks for watching. And in the next few videos, we'll take a look at the skeptical and disconnected supporter. To find more videos or to learn more about our research, visit wearefieldtrip.com and add /research, and you can download the executive summary and have access to the working data.